Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, say hi. Can you hear me? Now can you hear me? You would think I would know how to work this mic by now, but I certainly do not. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're just going to wait for Tamika to join us. She'll be joining us any minute, and then we will get started. But while we're waiting, how about we talk about what book we're currently reading? You guys go first. Hey.
I was like running to my laptop to like pull it up as you were saying that I would be here any minute. I'm like, I'm coming. I'm here.
Well, welcome.
Hello, hi. I've been fighting with a shelf. You're gonna see it in my weekly reading vlog for next week. I specifically said that you were going to be very entertained watching me put the shelf up. So,
well, that's good. I guess one of us was entertained, or some of us were going to be entertained, rather.
Some of you will be very entertained. I struggled really hard with the shelf.
Mm.
I broke it in like 3 different pieces. That's not if that tells you anything.
Yeah, the ones that I have behind me were like super cheap, but I just wanted new shelves, and so when we put them together, you can kind of see that like they don't match, like they don't line up at all. So I was like trying to put things underneath the shelves so that they would line up, and it just didn't. It never worked. I was like, okay, whatever, screw it.
So the one I got is it's like a really cheap shelf from Amazon, like my coffin, but it has a spider web.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not meant to like hold anything sturdy. But
you're certainly gonna put books on there.
No, it's in my bathroom. I'm gonna put plants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wish I could put books on it. It's not big enough.
No. You know what? Actually, I think I have one of those. I think I got one from Amazon as well for Halloween.
It's like one of the floating ones?
Yeah. It's like this big, maybe. And it has like 3 little shelves. Like little shelves.
No, this one is like, I don't have a picture. It's like a single shelf with a spider web underneath of it. You can hang some things on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about the coffin one.
Oh, I do have the coffin one.
Yeah.
3 little shelves. Yes, I do have that too.
The only thing I was able to put on there was like little pumpkin tea lights because the shelves are so small.
The only thing I can ever put on that shelf is crystals.
Yeah.
They do be like that sometimes, though, you know?
Yeah, these aren't like mounted to the wall. So I'm just waiting for the day that they tip over, because I'm sure one of the cats or someone is going to tip it over, and it's going to be a day.
Mine have done really good so far, but mine are the Billies. But I also had those Walmart shelves for like ever, and they weren't. None of my shelves have ever been nailed into the wall or mounted to the wall.
Yeah, I got these for Amazon, and it's four 4 of them, and I got them for like $300. So yeah, when I was putting these together, I was like, yeah, you can tell. But also 4 shelves for $300. It's like, how can you pass up that offer?
I kind of feel that way with the Billies too, because like I got all 3 of mine for under $200 or right at $200, and I'm like, how are these as sturdy as they are?
Yeah, I don't have any IKEAs near me. I was looking like several months ago, I think last year when they were having a sale. I was looking at them and IKEA was like, I don't even know where you live. So I wasn't able to get them.
I had to go all the way up to Cincinnati to get them.
I'm not doing that.
I went almost 5 hours for mine.
I'm not doing all that.
The only reason I did is because May offered to help me.
Yeah, I think I saw the video where you guys went together and I was like, 5 hours. Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's a friend.
Yeah. I love her a lot.
Okay, so the second book in the series.
I'm so excited.
You want to, I don't think you're going to enjoy what I'm going to say.
Oh no. Okay, what do you want to say?
I gave it 3 stars.
Okay, that's what I gave it.
Yeah, and then I ended up thinking about it and I went back and gave the first one 3 stars too.
Okay, fair.
Because first of all, like I like the couple of the second book more, like except like way more. Yeah. Honestly, looking back, the first couple feels very flat. But the book itself is way more interesting. It's a lot more fast paced. This one, as soon as she gets on the yacht, it's like so boring. It's so boring. It just feels just so drawn out. Like there's a couple scenes where you're like super excited and it, like the chasing scene, like scenes like that are good. And then it just takes forever. And then the ending is like super fast, super abrupt. I was like, this is very weirdly paced.
I don't like the ending. So I have a very mixed relationship with this series because Come to Daddy is the one that got me into Brianna, which I think everyone knows that. I love that book. I love it. I do also agree with you though. I don't like Misha and whatever the other girl's name is. I love Demir and Bethany. I love them, but I hated the pacing of that entire book. I found them way more interesting too, but the story overall was not. And I hated the wrap up at the end.
Yes.
I don't think they're bad books. But she has grown so much as an author since she released those.
Yeah, I liked it a whole lot when it first started because for one, I knew that it was like the first 30% was kind of like going to catch you up to what was currently happening. So I knew that going in because you said at the last meeting. And so I was prepared for that. And then once they got on the boat, I was like, okay, this is cool. And then we have the scene where he like fakes the yacht break-in or whatever. And then he like hunts her down. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm really loving this. Mm-hmm. And then it just, yeah, it was just not, it just went downhill from there.
The knife scene though?
Yes.
My favorite scene ever. It's in her books. Well, no, my favorite is the gun scene in First Comes Blood.
Oh my God.
As Brianna, my favorite is the knife.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like the initial scene, their first scene where she's like taking the paperwork to his office to get signed and he kills that guy or, you know, whatever. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is going to be a good book. And then it just like, and the ending just felt.
I did not like the ending. It did not make sense to me.
What's weird to me is like, this is a longer book for her because the first one I think was like almost 100 pages less than this one was, but it just felt like the ending was so rushed.
It felt like she tried to wrap it up in a really neat little bow.
I did like this. I thought that was cute when he is like, why is nobody looking for you? And he reports her missing. Because he's like, somebody should be looking for you. The police should be looking for you. I did like them overall, like as a couple. I thought they were cute.
I loved them as a couple.
They worked super well together. And like individually, I like them as characters. Mm-hmm. The rest of it just was not it.
I think also though, she has grown so much like since those books that kind of impacts.
And it's funny because I was reading this one and you could see all of the elements of this book that she took and used in the First Comes Blood series.
Yes,
because I was like, this feels so similar, but like that one is just like 1,000 times better. You can tell that she really enjoyed the things that she put into, like she was trying. This was like her experimenting, and then she was like, okay, well, I like this, and then she put it in the newer books. Yeah.
I will always love this series because it has like a very special place in like just my heart in general. But I agree 100% with what you're saying. I'm so glad that we're reading them in the order that we are, because for the people who haven't read Rush, which is my favorite book by her, it is her best release, point blank period, out as Brianna.
Yes.
Don't talk to me about First Comes Blood. We won't talk about it. But as Brianna, Rush is her best book she has.
Absolutely.
I'm really glad we're reading them in the order that we are, because I think people are going to get the most enjoyment with the way we are reading her backlist.
Speaking of Rush, hold on, I gotta.
Look at it.
Yep. I knew she's going to have her own shelf. Her and Lilith are going to be on their own shelf.
I love how you say that, because like that's what I'm working on too.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
This is off topic, but I have to show you all something. You know how I love Liza James?
Mm-hmm.
She just released that new book that I was kind of sad about.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I bought the paperback.
Mm-hmm.
You have to see this. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So she uploaded the wrong file to Amazon for the paperback.
Okay.
And she's already fixed it, so you can't get it now. But I thought it was so funny because I'm in a reader group. The last page says, "The end, bitches." And then it says, "JK, it's the epilogue."
Why didn't she keep that in there?
I don't know. I loved it though. I had to have it.
That's okay. So are we going to talk? This is going to stay on the odd topic. Are we going to talk about the fact that I DNF'd 5?
Oh, my heart! You DNF'd 5?
Yeah.
I can see why.
The writing is just something else.
I love Liza.
I think we can all say that her writing is very particular. But yeah, I tried. I was like, I gotta try, but I
love Liza, but she's not for everyone. Izzy couldn't get through it either. So, as Heather would say, my reading taste is trash.
I think we can also agree that you are currently, well, you still are, but you are definitely going through a particular type of phase at the time that you discovered.
I made my personality being gay.
Hey. It's okay.
It's fine.
It is fine.
Anyway, I've read a lot more from other authors now, so I definitely have new recommendations for Sapphic.
Yeah.
That are much better, and I will send them to you.
Okay.
Heather's reading taste is trash, and she just doesn't want to admit it. I'm calling her out.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think that we should also do Lilith Vincent. I'm just saying. Yes. I'm just saying because I'm already ready to reread that trilogy.
Did you read the last book already?
I did.
Okay, I've not read the last one yet. I'm reading it not right now because my Oasis is at May's house, but that's my read on my Oasis.
I gave all 3 of them 5 stars.
I gave the second one 4 stars.
The third one, actually made me tear up.
Oh, shit. Am I allowed to cuss on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 1, I'm not monetized, and 2, I don't care.
I forgot. I don't know if I've swore it all, but I was like, probably should ask you.
I edit my videos and I'm like, should I leave that fuck in there? It's fine.
I called y'all some kiki motherfuckers the other day on my last video, so.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good conclusion.
I'm so excited. I want to release so bad.
I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I have a particular favorite character, and so is mine. And there is a scene of his that made me cry.
Oh, I love that man.
Yeah. She did. So objectively, the third one is so cute. Like cute in a little offensive way, but so cute. So I will say that like I kind of wish that she had gone with like one less guy, because I think one of the guys like loses a little bit of personality or like substance in the series. But
I feel like I can combine two of them together.
Yeah. One of them, you can tell that he was like not as well developed, and it was just kind of the extra there. But like, so objectively, I would say it's not 5 stars, but like I absolutely loved them and devoured them. And if you can make me tear up, then I don't know what to tell you.
So we're gonna be adding Lilith to the last shows.
When does Pageant isn't out yet, is it?
No, it comes out at the end of it goes to her editor at the end of March. So we're looking at probably a May release.
It's about it's about like Thane and like all them, right? Acid and all them.
Yeah, I think so. I've not read the prologue yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've not read any of that yet because I've not finished. I wanted to finish that trilogy first. And, you know, mentally, I have not been in the place to read it.
Yeah.
Until I read the second book, like last month, I think.
It was funny because I was on Goodreads. We were reading them at the same time. Like I would go into Goodreads to write it to mark it as currently reading, and then you already had the second one on there. And then I went to go to the third one to mark it as currently reading, and you were already reading the third one. I'm like,
we're in sync. I'm not finished with the third one now is because I left my Oasis. So much cool.
So is anybody going to talk about the fact that the Oasis is like the biggest waste of money? No.
You're wrong. You're not wrong. I bought mine secondhand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't personally have one. I have like a Kindle Fire, like the old one, and an iPad, but I've watched so many videos of people that are just like, I don't know why I bought this. And like there's the new paper whiteout that everybody is like saying is 1,000 times better.
I have both.
But the thing is, doesn't the Oasis have the buttons on the side?
I like my Oasis better than my signature.
I feel like that's the only because I have to turn my font up super big because I constantly have to be like.
Me too. I'm size 14.
Yeah, I'm as big as it'll go because I have to constantly be like engaging with it.
Yeah.
Or I just. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. And like the other day I was laying in bed and I was reading and my partner was like, "Are you okay?" Because my font was so big. I'm like, yeah, I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I have missed my Oasis so much. And I've only been using my signature and I've been reading less.
Really? I don't know what the difference is.
The buttons. It's just the buttons. Izzy said that she's going to get the signature, I think, because she hates her Oasis. But I love my Oasis, and it makes me read so much more just because of the buttons. Because I cannot do. I like to be able to switch hands, and you can't switch hands with the Paperwhite because you can only tap on one side.
Right. So. Yeah. See, mine isn't even like a vision thing. I can read up close fine. It's just I just need it to be big. It makes me feel like I'm reading faster, and so I do read faster. And also, like I just have to be scrolling all the time.
I have to do it because I need the constant tapping.
Yeah.
I need the constant tapping in order to not get bored.
Okay, so we talked about the book for this live for all of like 5 minutes.
Hi, why do you have me on live shows if you want us to do what we're supposed to?
It's fine, I guess.
So I guess we'll wrap up the thoughts on the book. I love this series. I stand by it.
I don't dislike it, but like if you were to ask me to give you my top, like if you were to ask me to recommend you, I would not recommend this one.
Like as
like if you were to say like what do you think, I want, I think it's a good like getting in place. But if you were to ask me like what would you recommend to someone that's been reading dark romance, someone that's used to it, I would not recommend this. But if someone came to me and said, would you recommend me someplace to start with Brianna Hale, I would recommend it. I would always just say don't read Rush first. Because you're going to spoil yourself. Don't read Rush and don't read First Comes Blood, because you're gonna spoil yourself.
I would agree with that 100%. I don't ever recommend starting with Rush or First Comes Blood because she's grown so much with those releases alone. It's absolutely unreal. And I would agree with you. I would say this is a good place. This is where I would say people should start with Brianna. This is one of hers that I think you should start with.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I agree. I think that's where I messed up too, because I had read Ringmaster and then Rush. And then Ringmaster is like completely different than anything else.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it just feels completely different. And then Rush is just perfection.
She has she has experimented a lot with the Brianna name, I feel like. Because she has the Nazi book we won't talk about.
Yes.
Which I don't understand. And then she's got like her trad ones like Soft Limits and Princess Brat, which I've only read Soft Limits. I've not read the other trad one she has out. And then I feel like she really experimented in the beginning with her Brianna pen name before she really figured out what she wanted to write.
Yeah.
Because Rush, Ringmaster, The Protege, and then like Midnight Hunter and Necromancer's Bride, they're all so different. Like they're all so different. Like they're all obviously Brianna, but they're all so different.
Okay, so listen, here's the thing. I read Rush and I wanted every single person in existence to read Rush. I wasn't thinking about the long term. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I had just read this book and it was one of the best books that I had ever read and I wanted everybody to read it. So, it's not my fault.
To be fair, I also forced a lot of people to start with Brianna with Rush because of the live show, because of Taboo Book Club.
Yeah.
So I blame me too. It's okay. I blame us both.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Like, I don't know. I think she's good at like whatever she does. Honestly, because this was really the only two like duds from her that I've read so far. And they were 3 stars. So I don't really think that they're bad. They're just not like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yes.
Anytime I hear it's on someone's TBR and they're like, Tamika from Library of Tomes. That's I'm like, yeah.
Tamika did that. I don't like the Royal series by her so bad. I hate it. It's not good.
Oh, the one we're reading next?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worse than this one?
Not
that I don't think this one is bad, to be clear.
No, the first book is not. The second book is garbage.
Are they a duet?
No.
I know they're into.
There's 3 right now.
Are they the same couple?
No. They're all different couples.
Okay.
I've read the first 2 in that series. The first one's fine. I hate the second one. I've not read the third one. I hated the second one so much. It was my worst books of the year list when I read it. Coming from a Brianna stan over here, I hated that book.
Wow.
It's rough.
Well, you're going to be reading it 2 months from now.
I don't like that one. I don't like her royal series in general, though. That's the problem. I feel like she rushed that series really bad. She was trying to rapid release it, and she didn't. Like, it wasn't developed enough. Like, Jen from the Book Refuge, who, like, loves everything, does not give anything under 3 stars. I think she gave it, like, a 2.5 or something like that. If that tells you how bad it is. Like,
yeah. Jen will, like, find any little thing. She'll find, like, the kernel of redemption in any book. Yeah.
Yeah, not this one. We both, me and her, we were talking about it one day, and I was like, this is a no for me, Chief.
Well, at least we're reading them, we're reading the first 2 together.
The first one's not horrible. It's short, but it's not horrible. But that second one.
Well, they're both short, aren't they? Both, like, 100 pages. That's why I, like, scheduled them to be read in the same month.
Yeah, I think I read the second book within, like, 2 hours or something like that. They're very, very short. They're too short is the problem. But we'll save that for the next live show.
Okay. That's good. I'm excited to get, I think the one that I'm most excited to get is The Protege, because I think that's the one I've heard the most about, the most, like, hype about.
I love The Protege so much.
That's not till, like, the end of the year, though.
I think Bree has my copy, or Bree or Nicole has my copy of Ringmaster, because we did a traveling book. Or not Ringmaster, The Protege. Yeah. So Izzy's had it, Jen's had it. I did my annotations in it, and then either Bree has it or Nicole has it. And whoever doesn't have it has already done their annotations. So I don't know who has it. I think it's Nicole. I don't remember, but I'm excited to reread that book. I love it so much.
Yeah, that's the one that I've heard the most about, I think.
Izzy had issues with it, and everything she had issues with, I called. Excuse you, sir. I'm really excited about that one. I love that one a lot.
Good.
It makes me so happy.
I think that's what I'm most excited for, because, like, right at the end of the year, right at the end of the read along, we have, like, The Protege, The Ringmaster, and then Rush, like, all in those 3 months.
Yeah.
And I think we're reading Rush in October, which is just fantastic.
I'm so excited to reread Rush.
It might be on my top favorites of the year again. Yeah, I'm excited too.
I can't wait. I'm excited because we are going to start reading some that I haven't read yet. So, like, we'll have initial thoughts, like, from both of us.
They might not be good thoughts.
I cannot promise I'm going to enjoy the Trad Pup ones. I'm really glad we're not reading the Midnight Hunter.
Yeah, no.
Really.
Honestly, I don't even know why she still has it up for sale.
I could not tell you. I pretend it's not there. And by pretend it's not there, I mean I pretend it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Brianna, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really excited for Control Freak too. I love Control Freak. That one has eating disorder rep in it, though. So our one has an eating disorder. She is recovering from anorexia.
I don't remember when we get to that one. I think the one we have after Devram's Court or whatever it's called is the I think it's the Gym Bunny series, isn't it?
Oh my god, I love that. The fitness series. Oh my god, it's so cute. Hold on, let me see. Our next one is Devram's Court. Oh, we're doing all of the series for the Royal series next month. So we're doing there's 3 of them.
I thought I had it 2 and then 1, but I
No.
guess maybe because they're also short.
Control Freak is April.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing all of that series next month. And then in April, we're doing Control Freak. Oh my God, is it already February and next month's March? I don't like this.
Are you excited for the Taboo book? Have you read that one yet?
I've not read it yet because I know that if I read it too early, I won't remember any of it.
Yeah. That's why I read this one like yesterday, so that I had everything in my head that I wanted to say. I'm concerned about that one.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot that I like. I'm not like a stuck up bitch, so there's not a whole lot that I care about. But sometimes if it's something that I don't recognize, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that one too.
Well, we'll go through it together.
Listen, it cannot be. No, I can't say that. It could be as bad as last year's Step Family book was. I hated last year's book, so let's just hope it's not as bad as that one.
So then you went with Step again.
Step Brother. I love Step Family. I just didn't like the book we picked. But you know what they say. It do be like that sometimes.
I do. Okay, so I think that is it for our meeting today.
I love how you say that. Our meeting, like we're in town hall.
we're making all the important decisions, clearly. So we will see you next month for Tamika's favorite series by Brianna Hale. We hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one. Bye.